hand this to you. Good afternoon and welcome, family and friends. We're gathered today to celebrate the joining of two very dear people. Chris Sprague and Feena Powers. On behalf of Feena and Chris, I thank you sincerely for your presence here today. They deeply appreciate the effort you have made to be with them, to share in this joyous celebration of love. Your presence here as witnesses is one of the greatest gifts you bring, Chris and Feena, and you are the community that will support them in upholding the vows they make today and in the years of marriage to come. As we begin, let's pause for a moment, allowing any cares of the mind, stress of the day, or whatever it took to get us here. Let it fall away. I invite you to close your eyes, take a few strong breaths, and become exquisitely present. And let us take a moment to remember those that could not be here to share in this celebration with all of us. Chris and Feena's story is one of love, a perfect love waiting for the right age, the right time, and life experience to reveal itself. Feena and Chris met for the first time 21 years ago, yet never went to school together. Connected by some of their closest friends, Sebastian and Toby Catlin, who are here today, Chris and Feena were always the enigmatic individuals that everyone liked and loved in wide overlapping circles of friends. Amazingly, they never truly knew one another. After high school, Chris and Feena found paths away from their circles. Feena went to school and lived in Hawaii, New Mexico, and California before settling back in Eugene. Chris went to school in California and lived in the Bay Area before settling in Atlanta, Georgia. Feena and Chris's relationship began at the Oregon Country Fair. However, they weren't supposed to become acquainted or reacquainted on that first Friday of the fair. Feena had not planned to be at the fair until Sunday, and Chris was supposed to already have left. Instead, serendipity, fate, and friends allowed them to spend the weekend falling in love. There were challenges to be considered. Neither Feena nor Chris knew if this new love would or could last beyond the fair weekend. Chris had a home and family in Atlanta, and Feena had the same, plus school in Eugene. They didn't know, but they were willing to give it a try. More time together would need to be had if they were to know that what they had experienced at the fair was as real and as special as they believed that it was. So, they were ready to change life plans and trajectories and join together if this was so. 1 year and 1 week ago today, Chris and Feena met again. Feena was visiting her parents in Arcata, and Chris drove up overnight after a business trip to San Francisco. They spent another magical weekend, this time in a cottage in Trinidad, a beach town just north of here. It was during their visit in this lovely place, while taking long walks within redwoods and across the beaches, that they decided that they were meant to be together. Chris and Feena would like you to know that they feel so blessed to have all of you, their closest friends and loved ones, here, sharing in the moment they commit to their lives together. And now, Ariana, who has known Feena her entire life, would like to share a poem about marriage, which she wrote.
This celebration is the continuation of your masterpiece, like stepping into a moving painting, where love imbues everything you do with ambrosic high notes and mellowed mid notes, resonating lows and colorful kid strokes, remembering that these moments are millennia of magnitude, and each is an opportunity for love to exude. In opening your hearts to receive your soul's bliss, you become the masters of a life of happiness. So let your eyes soften as if coming home. This painting illuminates you in the eternal Om, to a life of love and happiness.